and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On second down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defense.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 3. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PA2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks will get the football back.
Oh my God, he wasn't understand to take me.
In outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, this is Rawls. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles. Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Here's Newton.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And out now come the Seahawks. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And a nifty little deep juke spin move.